Hello everyone, this is Walid Ahmed Shahid and I'm working as a data scientist at AllCyber. Hope that you all are doing good. So let's move on to our today's topic. So I'm going to demonstrate my project named as Money Matrix in this video. So as its name suggests, it's about the insights about the money or the data which we are using. So the insights can be in the form of patterns, figures or values which we can draw. So in this video, I will walk you through the first introduction of our project, then moving on to the technologies or stack I am using in this project and how we can adapt this project according to our use case or stories. Money Matrix works the same way as many other products work, like they are getting the insights and the other different figures, facts from the data, but it differs in the governance. The Money Matrix is using the unified governance model, but before diving deep into unified governance, I will first tell you briefly what governance is. Governance is the process of managing the availability, usability, integrity, and security of the data. It is done to ensure that your data is never being misused. By misuse, I mean that your data is not being granted to the person whom you don't want them to access, and they can steal your data. So the unified governance solution works in such a way that there would be some kind of repository and all the data from the different sources would store there, like not the actual data but the metadata from the different kind of data such as tables, views and other things would be stored here. The metadata would be some kind of the data rows, columns, name and these kind of things, and also the permissions we have granted to different users, groups or principals, these would be stored in the metadata. Along with that, there would be a complete audit logs that how the data is being used over the whole history, like who is being using that and who has done changes to the data. And also the lineage would be stored in such a way like how the data is being moving from one table to another table. And we, for this unified governance solution, we are using Unity Catalog, and Unity Catalog model works across multiple Databricks workspaces which are in one region. For by one region, you can say like other Databricks workspaces which are in East US comes under one Unity Catalog model. Also, for configuring the Unity Catalog model, you need a storage bucket in which there would be a folder named as some kind of container named as Metastore, and the Metastore would be stored there. Along with that, there need a connector which will be acting as a connector between your bucket and the storage. Unity Catalog offers a lot of benefits. The first and major one is the centralized access store. By this means that if you are working with a team of having a lot of products and you don't want to give every team the whole products or every product data, so you can configure or give them the specific access of the data by giving them grants or revoke permissions. And it's very easy in Unity Catalog, like you can just use a simple SQL keys, or by directly using the GUI you can directly give them access. The other one is the auditing and the lineage. By this you can directly track the audit logs or how your data is being used, and you can track how the data is passing from different tables. And the last one is the data discovery. By this there is a lot of different ways that how you can show your data or visualize your data in different forms. So starting off with the demo part now. The Unity catalog consists of four basic pillars. The first one is the meta store, in which there would be all the catalogs under it, and in the each catalog there would be a schema, and in the schema there would be the same traditional way like the table, view, and volume, all these kind of things. So moving on to our access grants permissions now. So here you can see that we have a table named as USB-C charging cable, and we haven't given permissions to anyone, but we are now giving permission to a user. Uh, yes, this user, and we are giving the select read grants to this user. So once we have given him the access, so now this is the user, and we are now trying to read that table. So here you can see that we can retrieve the data from this user, and once we have retrieved it, we have now revoking that access. So click on revoke and the access, and now you can see for this table there is no permission given to anyone. So if now we try to retrieve the data, you can see that there is an error stating that you don't have any access for this table. So this is how the grants permission works for this. And then the next thing is the lineage and the logs. So here you can see, yes, so if I come to lineage graph, In this you can see that how the table is flowing and the data is being flowing from one table to another table, and when there would be more table, like this would be a little more complex. And the other thing is order logs and the history. In the history you can see like when the data has been written on this table and when the create table and these all things. And the one more thing is insights, and in the insights you can say when there would be have been a query on this table. So this is how it is working. So Unity Catalog is just a unified governance model which can be incorporated in any project or product. As I have incorporated in my e-commerce domain project, you can incorporate it any like health or finance sector or any other domain too, because you just have to incorporate it in the way that you just have to configure the settings which are required for Unity Catalog, and the other things would be same like as you are doing your project, so you can incorporate it into any of your project. So that was all from our side. Thank you so much for watching, and if you are interested in learning more about Unity Catalog and how it can be useful in your products, so you can message us or drop an email at info@allcyber.com.